First, let's review what kind of pollutants that cars are emitting into the air.
There are three basic ways that vehicles pollute the air. They pollute the air by tailpipe emissions, very visible, everybody sees them. There are evaporative emissions from evaporation from your gas tank, and then there are non-exhaust emissions such as tire wear and stuff like that. And there are a number of pollutants that we measure coming from vehicles, including particulate matter, nitrogen dioxide, carbon monoxide, and ozone. Out of those pollutants, main pollutants from vehicles, we're most concerned in terms of health effects and health risks about particulate matter and ozone.
And ozone is one of the criteria pollutants that the EPA has determined to be significant for the health and welfare of citizens.
Car emissions have a profound impact on people's health because actually people live, work, and play where vehicles are inhaling the exhaust, and exhaust is bad for your health.
The emissions from the mobile sources, primarily nitrogen oxides and volatile organic compounds, they're called NOx and VOCs. They, in conjunction with sunlight, can be chemically transformed into ozone. Ozone is a very tricky pollutant because the emissions can be steady, but if you have the conditions, the environmental conditions, the meteorological conditions that create ozone, if they're bad, then you're going to get high ozone. Currently, the EPA is reviewing the ozone standard. The ozone standard is currently set at 0.075 parts per million. Depending upon how low they go, every monitor in the state of Indiana might be above that standard. Now that doesn't mean that the air is getting worse. That just means that the standard in the bar is being lowered.
The level of air pollution we breathe is profoundly affected by the weather. For example, ozone is a problem in the summer months during the daytime. PM, on the other hand, is a problem any time of day or all year long.
Almost anything can be a precursor for PM 2.5 because what happens is you emit, like for vehicles, it's organic carbon, and that's from the burning of the fuel, and what you get is a transformation from organic carbon to PM 2.5.
It is my job to track and analyze air pollutants in the Evansville area. With PM 2.5 particulate matter, there's a clear link between vehicular emissions and the levels that we monitor in the air, what people are breathing. We know that actually month after month after month, day after day after day, particulate levels are basically higher in the morning and the afternoon during the hours that people are commuting. The other thing that we can see is a clear signal in Evansville between weekdays and weekends. More of us are in our jobs Monday through Friday, we're on the road more often, and if you look at the particulate data, we'll see higher levels on weekdays and lower levels on weekends. Less driving, less particulate emissions from vehicles. So the more we can clean up the cars, the less we can drive, the better our air quality will be.